How to stop bleeding. Call 911 immediately if a victim has an obviously serious wound, has trouble breathing, continues to bleed after 15 minutes of applying direct pressure, displays symptoms like lightheadedness, confusion, rapid breathing, weakness, nausea, or a change in their consciousness. The human body contains 9 units of blood, but in matters of traumatic cut or injury, it's always better to be safe than sorry. If you're unsure whether you're in an emergency situation, get to an emergency room and let them decide. You will need disposable gloves, sterile gauze pads or cloth, bandages, adhesive tape, bandage clips or safety pins, soap, and water. Step 1. If they are available, put on a pair of disposable gloves. Step 2. Help the victim lie down and elevate the body part that is bleeding. If it is possible to raise the part above the heart, this will help slow the bleeding. Step 3. Remove or clean anything that's in or near the wound that you can remove or clean easily, including clothing or jewelry. Step 4. Cover the wound with sterile gauze pads or cloth and press firmly against the wound. Keep the pressure steady and consistent. If a foreign object is causing the bleeding, such as a knife or a piece of wood, do not remove it. It may be keeping the bleeding under control. Try to keep the object and injured area still, placing the dressing around the object and pressing lightly against the wound. Step 5. Wrap a clean bandage around the wound and secure it with adhesive tape, bandage clips, or safety pins. If blood soaks through the bandage, apply another bandage over the first one. Step 6. Continue applying pressure either with your hand on the dressing or with the bandage for at least 15 minutes. Do not check to see if the bleeding has stopped before the time is up. Step 7. If the flow of blood has not slowed or stopped after 15 minutes of steady pressure, call 911. Step 8. If the bleeding does not stop, squeeze the artery that supplies blood to that limb or area against the bone. Maintain direct pressure on the wound and direct pressure on the pressure point until help arrives. To find the artery on an arm, press midway between the shoulder and the elbow on the inside of the arm. To find the artery on a leg, press against the crease where the inside of the thigh meets the groin. Step 9. Carefully remove your gloves, being sure not to come into contact with the blood. Step 10. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water once you're done tending to the bleeding. Did you know the arteries that supply your arms with blood are called the brachial arteries? Those in your leg are called the femoral arteries.